Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm heading to one of my absolute favorite places in the world, Kyoto, Japan. But this isn't just a normal getaway. I'm on a mission to find a vintage Birkin 30 or Kelly 28 in black. So will I score my dream bag this time? Stick around, this is going to be a luxury hunt you won't want to miss. I will be flying out from Melbourne to Osaka today. It's an early morning flight and right now I'm just relaxing in the business class lounge before we take off. The journey will take around 12 hours of flight time with a 7-hour layover at Changi Airport in Singapore, which honestly isn't a bad place to spend a few hours. I love flying Singapore Airlines because the service is great, the plane is nice and clean, and they always have delicious food. I also like to collect miles, so traveling with one airline helps me build up my points. If you guys are interested in a business class flight review, I'll put up another video soon, so please check that one out. Looking at this Hello Kitty sign on the Haruka Express brings back memories of my first ever trip to Kyoto with my sister. Please do check out that other video if you're interested. One of the best things about Japan is how clean everything is. Even this taxi. It is covered with these white cushion covers and everything is so nice and neat. First stop in Kyoto Takashimaya, but before we could really enjoy the day, guys, something unfortunate happened. One of the wheels on my Rimowa Classic trunk completely broke off while we were dragging it through the subway. And mind you, this bag is practically brand new. I've only used it 4 times. So we took it straight back to the Rimowa store at Takashimaya hoping they could fix it on the spot, but unfortunately they couldn't repair it and we had to wheel it back to the hotel in that condition. Honestly, I was really disappointed. For something that costs this much, you expect durability, especially from a brand like Rimowa, not what I expected this early on during the trip. Back to a more positive note, how stunning is this Dior store? I tried on the small book tote from one of their latest collections and it was honestly so pretty in person. After tax, it worked out to be slightly cheaper than back home, which was a nice surprise, but I was actually hoping to find the gray oblique version. Unfortunately, they only had it in the leather version, so I decided to hold off for now. Next stop, Okura, which is conveniently located just outside Nishiki Market. It's a small store, but they actually have a great selection of secondhand Hermes, Chanel, and Louis Vuitton bags. I also spotted some really cute Hermes jewelry, all pre-loved and going for at least 40% off retail price, which is honestly such a bargain if you're looking to start or expand your Hermes jewelry collection. Guys, if you're on the hunt for Chanel, I definitely think the prices here are more competitive. For example, this classic black Chanel flat with gold hardware in almost new condition is priced at $6,154 US. Considering the rising retail prices, this is actually a pretty solid deal for a timeless piece. This classic beige Chanel retails for $6,166 US in very good condition, and check out this Diana beige flat in caviar, which is such a rare find at $6,154 US. I honestly cannot believe this Barbie pink classic flat only retails for $4,660. It was in such a good condition too, and I'm kind of regretting I didn't buy a Chanel flat while I was there. This green Chanel mini flat with the ball and chain detail was such a standout piece priced at just $3,618 US, which was such a great deal if you ask me, and check out the price of the beige and black Chanel Gabrielle chain wallet. More vintage Louis Vuitton handbags here. Now onto my favorite brand Hermes. This Lindy 26 in orange was $6,154 US, which is a couple of $1,000s less than retail. It's a pretty good deal if you're open to a brighter color. Now you can usually get a bargain if you want a Lindy 30. For example, this red Lindy 30 was $5,331 US compared to the black Lindy 26, which was nearly double the price. I really love my Lindy 30, so don't sleep on this size. Now the mini Lindy is definitely in its own league price-wise, and this was selling for a few grand above retail simply because of the color and demand. But if you're willing to compromise on the leather, such as accepting a swift leather instead of clemence, and in a lighter color like this pink mini lindy, you can usually get a slightly better deal. Still above retail, but not quite as eye-watering. Let's check out some of the Birkin 25s. This Birkin 25 E2 in swift leather was still pricey at $19,394 US. Generally, the Birkin 25s in E2 and gold Togo leathers were all priced around the $20,000 US mark, and this was all after tax. A black Birkin 25 in Togo leather remains the most costliest bag on the resale market at $23,848 US. Here are a couple of Birkins at much better price points, although in non-neutral colors like this pink one, and in larger sizes like this Birkin 35. I thought this Birkin 30 in black was priced pretty well at $12,883 US. Guys, it takes a lot of time to film and edit, so if you found this video interesting and useful, I would really appreciate it if you could please help my channel out by clicking the like button and subscribing so I can continue to make more videos for you. This black Birkin 30 with gold hardware was priced at $17,681, pretty steep considering the used condition and visible scratches on the hardware. This Birkin 30 in E2 leather was priced at $16,310 US, which is also fairly standard. The Mini Kelly in E2 in like new condition was going for $21,000 US, which is fairly standard pricing these days and not exactly a bargain. There was also a vintage Kelly 28 in Arden leather for $10,000 US. It was in good condition but still felt quite pricey for a vintage piece. So I tried on this gorgeous Kelly 32 in box leather, which was priced at $8,086 US, and honestly, for the condition, this was actually pretty good. But I actually wasn't sure if I wanted a size 32 because it looked massive and almost like a work bag. I also wanted a size 28 in box leather, but they didn't have one in store. Next, we headed off to Nishiki Market, which was absolutely buzzing with energy. There were so many street food stalls and little specialty shops tucked along the way. We decided to stop by Ko Donuts, a place that I've been wanting to try for ages, and I picked up a Mont Blanc and matcha donut and also a classic chocolate donut. Of course, I had to get my iced Americano too. We found a cozy little corner at the back of the cafe and just sat down to relax and soak it all in. It was the perfect midday break. Next, we headed off to Kindle, another vintage and second-hand designer store. The first floor looked like it was mostly clothing, so I made my way upstairs to check out the handbags. So they had a few vintage Louis Vuitton handbags, a few Hermes garden parties, and I think this was the only Birkin I saw. There were also a few Hermes SLGs, some Rodeos, Twillies, and even pre-loved Hermes berets. I also spotted some pieces from other brands like Jimmy Choo and this fun little Chanel Star handbag. Honestly, the handbag selection wasn't huge. They seemed to focus more on second-hand clothes overall. Oh, and here's my OG. Definitely not the most practical choice during summer because it was so hot and I really regretted wearing my Prada shirt and also my Chanel cardigan. I was like literally perspiring the entire time. There were also more second-hand Hermes Twillies priced at around $137 US each. Oh, and I spotted a super cute pair of Chanel Mary Janes too. They were so adorable but still quite pricey, so I decided to pass for now. We also stopped by Omoria for some onigiri, and honestly, it was so delicious. If you're a big fan of rice balls, I highly recommend checking this place out. They offer different types of seaweed or nori to choose from that you can pair with your onigiri, and it is definitely one of the best onigiris I've ever had. Next, we decided to treat ourselves to a matcha dessert at Sario Sujiri. I went for this beautiful set that came with mochi and cold matcha green tea. It was absolutely delicious. Hubby got the matcha parfait, which looked amazing too. Such a perfect little break to cool down and relax on a hot summer's day. Quick bag of the day. I'm carrying my Kelly 25 Retorne, which is such a beautiful, light, and perfect travel companion. I'm so happy I brought her along with me. Now, as you can probably tell, I love onigiri or rice balls. This is another must-try spot called Onimaru Yaki Musubi, where they have so many delicious flavors. We got the spam and cheese and seaweed onigiri, and honestly, it was so incredible, I'm already missing it. The hotel is incredibly luxurious and grand with beautiful flowers adorning every corner. They even have live performances every evening which make the atmosphere so magical. Which you can enjoy while sitting at the bar. And guys, check this out, a custom-made Hermes Trisure specifically crafted for the Four Seasons. How cool is that? Such a unique touch of luxury. This is an art installation that depicts a pond from an aerial perspective. It's such a creative and calming piece to see up close. Guys, I'm so tired right now, so we're heading back to our hotel room where I'll give you a quick tour. We stayed in the standard king-size room and got a great deal with their stay 2 nights get 1 free promotion, so definitely check their website for offers. I absolutely love the bathroom, especially the spacious shower and bathtub area with a rain shower. Plus, they provide deep take bath amenities, which is such a nice luxurious touch. This hotel is really stunning and so totally worth it. They also gave us free snacks and also a midnight snack. Good morning everyone! Let's take a look at this incredible daytime view of the hotel overlooking a peaceful pond and lush greenery. Now onto the swimming pool. It's absolutely beautiful, and since it's indoors, you can swim anytime you want. There are small plunge pools at the side or onsen style pools, plus a gym and sauna. Such a perfect way to start the day. Although to be honest, my husband was the one who actually went for a swim. I was feeling so lazy, so I decided to sleep in instead. This is the biggest Louis Vuitton store in Kyoto. We were waiting to go to dinner, so we decided to pop in and check out their handbag selection. The store was massive and absolutely stunning. I totally get why people are tempted to buy Louis Vuitton all the time. I tried on the LV Capucines in white leather, and it's been a while since I last visited an LV store, and I was honestly so surprised at how much the prices have jumped. The Capucines used to be around 5,000 or 6,000 Australian dollars, and now it's so much more expensive. Even after tax, I just didn't feel that it was worth the price. I also tried on this mini on-the-go tote. It was really cute but still quite expensive. Honestly, while both the mini on-the-go tote and capucines are beautiful, it's just not worth it to me right now to buy new. Maybe I'll explore the pre-loved market to see if I can find any bargains instead. So what do you guys think about the LV Capucines? Are you still interested in this bag? And do you think it is worth it buying brand new or going down resale route? Let me know. It's time to head out for my omakase dinner at Sushi Onidera inside the Four Seasons Hotel. And here's my outfit of the day. I'm pairing my Zimmermann dress paired with my favorite bag, my mini Kelly in Etude, and my Hermes H sandals. I absolutely love going to sushi omakase dinners, so I was super excited to check this one out. Watching the sushi chefs expertly prepare each dish was such a treat. And the sushi itself was incredible. It was so fresh and so delicious. The chefs were so friendly, doing their best to speak to us in English, which made the experience even more special. I truly had an amazing time. That said, I'm not gonna lie, because after the entire course we weren't exactly very full, so we decided to head out for some late night supper. Thank you. This was the last vintage shop we decided to check out, and I actually found a black vintage Birkin in Evercolor leather with gold hardware. But the price was definitely more than what I was hoping to spend, especially considering the condition. Looking back, the Birkin I saw at Okura was a much better bargain, but since it was our last day, I didn't have time to go back and see it again. So, my hunt for a vintage Birkin or Kelly wasn't successful this time, but I honestly had such a great time shopping and exploring beautiful Kyoto. If you enjoyed this vlog, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. We're heading to Osaka next to continue the search for my dream vintage Hermes bag. Thanks so much for watching guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!